don't know what you're saying,
Rockstar.
but it seems like I've heard it all before. Just one
Delay.
more. There's always a goddamn
Delay. So yeah, GTA 6 was delayed once again, but situation might be even worse for Rockstar, because according to Rockstar employee, this game might be delayed even more, and the most importantly, situation inside of Rockstar games is not that great, not great at all. But let me explain. A week ago, between 30 and 40 people, according to Bloomberg, were fired from Rockstar North. Actually, 34 exactly, we found out about it later. Rockstar and Take-Two immediately said they did nothing wrong and said the firings were for gross misconduct and for no other reason. But workers themselves and the Workers' Union of Great Britain had a different point of view, and they said that all the employees were part of a private trade union chat group on Discord, and were either members of the union already or attempting to organize at the company, and that's why they got fired. Yesterday, these employees and other members of the union made a protest outside of Rockstar North. You might recognize this building, and they were protesting. I will put a link to this tweet in the description so you can find out more. Say sorry, be nice. A lot of references to Rockstar games here. Anyway, situation remained unclear. Nobody knew what exactly happened, and for some reason a lot of people on the internet were taking Rockstar's and Take-Two side, because apparently billion-dollar companies need their protection. But yesterday, after GTA 6 was officially delayed, one of the Rockstar employees made an anonymous post on GTA forums. And yes, we can tell for sure that it's a person who works for Rockstar, because he sent proofs to Spider-Vice, admin of this forum. The reason why he made such post is quite obvious, and actually we can see it here. Concerning how so many folk are willing to believe the company's excuses. So from this post we found out that 34 people were fired, 31 in UK and 3 in Canada. And they were fired like in a pretty brutal way. HR said, "Hey, are you free for a quick chat?" You're probably smiling like, let's go have a quick chat. And then boom, letter, and you are terminated for gross misconduct without any details. What kind of gross misconduct, what exactly happened? You see, they failed to provide any evidence when asked. They refused the right to union representation, which is against UK employment law. So yeah, they were fired in a very brutal way, quoting now, one of them even had a panic attack during the call from HR. And which is interesting, Rockstar did it to veterans of the studio. These colleagues of mine were hard workers who have spent many years at Rockstar in critical roles, with colleagues who have been at Rockstar for more than 18 years. Just imagine that. Person worked for Rockstar for 18 years, went through terrible work conditions, crunches, famous crunches from Rockstar, we're gonna talk about this later, went through all of that to create games that we love, stayed loyal to the company, and now when that person saw that GTA 6 will be delayed again and realized that it means terrible crunch once again, he just said like, oh no, I'm done. I don't want to work like that. I need a better working conditions. And Rockstar were like, oh yeah, no, you fired. And yeah, by the way, this GTA 6 delay is definitely unrelated to Rockstar firing 34 employees. But it might lead to future delays, because look, they are people who were fired, not easy replaced, and will certainly affect us in making our project deadlines. Basically here it says that GTA 6 might be delayed once again, because, you know, they fired senior artists, animators, QA testers, designers, programmers and producers, including leads. Actually, when I saw this news, I thought that there were 34 people in that chat and they were fired, but no, situation is much more interesting, because there were over 240 people in that union Discord group. 34 were fired. Obviously to give a lesson to others who stay in a company. You either work and do whatever we say, crunch, overtime, whatever, or you will be fired. By the way, which is interesting, just 1 week before, the union had reached 200 members, taking us over the 10% threshold required to seek recognition. According to the last official information from 2018, there were 650 employees in Rockstar North, but I guess because of GTA 6, they increased amount of workers up to 2000. And yet 250 of them were trying to get better work conditions. And yes, Rockstar is famous for having terrible work conditions and terrible crunches. If you're not familiar with that situation for some reason, link will be in the description. There is a Kotaku article inside Rockstar Games culture of crunch that is telling what happened during Red Dead Redemption 2 development. There are really interesting and fascinating details. For example, Dan Houser described working 1-hour weeks to let the game out of the door. Later, he actually said that he was only referring to the writing team and only for a period of 3 weeks. As if it's normal. It's not normal, even if only for 3 weeks. And yeah, no one from workers really said that they worked 100 weeks, but many said their average weekly hours came close to 55 or 60. Imagine it, 6 days per week, 10 hours a day. And most current and former Rockstar employees said they had been asked or felt compelled to work nights and weekends.
So it goes.
They are goddamn cowards, Arthur. Cowards. Of all the time we spend to run off.
Well, I guess they don't want to.
Crunch, Rockstar. And yeah, that's something that workers want to avoid this time. Because they know that they will be forced to work over hours because Rockstar and Take-Two cannot afford one more delay. I mean, CEO of Take-Two is highly confident on new GTA 6 release date. Which actually is a pretty standard thing from CEO to say, because previously when GTA 6 was announced for 2025 release, Strauss-Zelnick also said that he felt confident in the date. So yeah, situation is actually pretty concerning. 34 veterans of Rockstar were fired. Other people who were in this chat, who were not in this chat, they will work in fear. Actually, again, it's a quote, those for us who are lucky and remain for now work in fear. And which is also important, probably there will be some lawsuit from union to Rockstar, and during that lawsuit we might find a lot of other bad details about how things are working inside of this company. By the way, I need to mention that if you want to support these employees, you can do it because they are fundraising. Again, link to this post will be in the description. Anyway, now we have to wait for Rockstar's response and some kind of an explanation of a situation, but I think instead of proper response they will just drop trailer 3, make fanboys happy, and we'll expect that everyone will forget about it. Just like everyone forgot about how Rockstar treated Red Dead Online over these years and its community. And by the way, if you forgot or if you don't know about this, I suggest you to go and watch the video that you can see on your screen now. It's a full history of Red Dead Online, the biggest wasted potential in gaming. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, goodbye.